What's up, y'all? It's your boy Jeff Taylor, man. Listen, sometimes you gotta go through this. It is what it is. Nobody judging you, but over here, we keeping it real. This is like the signature series. Like I say, this is exclusively for the older people. Because a lot of time, the older people is the ones that's going through this, right? You might have a family. You might have responsibilities. Your kids might be out the house, but you still want to support them. You still want to be a loving dad, maybe you're a grandfather, grandmother, grandparent in general. And you just want to be there for your loved ones. So, again, this is mostly for the people that's adults and got something to lose, got your mortgage, whatever your bills, whatever on the line, right? Your investments or whatever. Family, right? People that got something to lose. Why? Because these are the people that's going to stick with their jobs no matter what. These are people that's probably not, even if you don't love your job, you probably going to work your job because you need to work the job. You got people depending on you, like Pimp C say, rest in peace, Pimp C, right? You have people depending on you. Like your name was Pimp C. You got people depending on you. You ain't got time to be getting in your feelings and walking off the job. You ain't got time to be fighting with people where you losing your opportunity to go up the ladder and get that bonus and that raise. Sometimes you gotta go outside and say, you know what, I'm gonna tell a manager instead of punching you in your face, right? But we all know that these demons, these attacks, they be on the job site a lot of times. This is exclusively for people that work. Now, if you ain't really working, you thugging, you really want to work a 9 to 5, this probably not for you, but hopefully you can get something for it. Watch it anyway, hopefully you get something for it. We love you over here. But this, like I say, the signature series for the older people, right? Okay. You got to work these jobs. You got bills. You can't just sit at home because ain't nothing going to get done sitting at home anyway, right? We all know this. You got to get out, do what you got to do to make ends meet, pay your bills, right? But people be on the job, be driving you. Rather, if you work in an environment where you're around customers, it could be the customers that's getting on your nerves. That's what I mean by driving you, getting on your nerves. You got people, bosses getting on your nerves. That's that New Orleans talk, driving you. But yeah, you got bosses getting on your nerves. Your co-workers getting on your nerves. You might have your clients getting on your nerves. Just the way the scheduling, you just tired of the system that the job may have you set up in. That's getting on your nerves. People being fake on the job, like they love it, knowing damn well they just as mad and miserable as you are, living and working in that fake environment. That could be getting on your nerves. Not to mention you can have things at home. They say leave your job at home, but hey, you only human. We only human. So, with that being said, sometimes you will have your issues from home on the job. Why? Because you're only human. I say all that to say this. There going to be times where you need to call in. There's going to be times where you be like, you know what, I want to have a perfect attendance, but I need to call in. And I'm going to tell y'all something that might just blow y'all mind. Y'all ready? It be a lot of times the people that call in be the one that the bosses keep. Now let's just say, y'all was trying to compete for the job or you went through some type of temp service or whatever and they got hired on directly or y'all both could have got on through the temp service. It'll be the person that called in, be the one that they keep over the person that tried to keep the perfect record. You try, because they didn't have to me before, I didn't see them millions of times. It'll be the person that calls in and the people at the job love them, the managers love them. They could just simply just like them. And they could call in over to get ready. But you, for whichever reason, they might be like, hey, you call in one time, they act like you didn't call in 10. This is your first time, they act like it's your 10, they did it 10 times. But the person that they like, it's like it don't even matter. They could call in, or they just, I'm glad you're back. But anyway, my point is, you go through all those type of things. Some people not deep thinkers, some people are, and you'll be having a lot on your mind. You think you'll be having a project you're working on, and then you got this boss driving you or aggravating you. Then you got the customer aggravating you, micromanaging you. you know, sometimes you need to call in because yes, mental health is very important. And we all know health is wealth, but not just physical health either. Your mental stress, that'll kill you just as fast as eating bad, getting in a car accident, being in a gangster lifestyle, getting shot at. Stress will take you out just the same way those things would. So we gotta keep that in mind. Don't be afraid to call in every now and then. Now, fellas, if y'all got a woman that you can't say, hey, I need to call in, y'all need to analyze and renegotiate and reevaluate that relationship. Because she has to understand, yes, I'm a man, but I have a spirit too. I have a heart and soul. I'm flesh and bone just like anybody else. I have a heartbeat and blood just like everybody else. I'm a human being, damn it. Sometimes I need to call in. That's why I told you go get that part-time job so I won't have to be killing myself. Fellas, if y'all got a woman where you got to kill yourself to please and take care of her, go get you another woman because she ain't the one for you. If you can't take one off day every now and then for your mental health, you dealing with a serious problem, brother. You heard it from me first. Go get you another woman. You're welcome. Ladies, if y'all got guys, I know y'all got bills, but y'all got to behave. If you know you got a responsible man, ladies, that get up and go to work, it's just this particular day, the brother need an extra day off, don't tell that brother nothing. Let him rest. That's what he mean by being his peace. Don't be fussing and bitching about little stuff. Let the man have his peace so he can get his mind recalibrated. And sometimes that extra day be what you need because we all know you be all 2 days, even if you're all 2 days back to back, still don't feel like it's enough. So it's good to have that extra off day every now and then. So y'all, I hope y'all felt this video. And I know y'all got bills, but don't be scared to call in every now and then. Because you need to, for your mental health sake. And you ain't going to be worth nothing if it take one more person for you to curse them out and you've been lost the whole job. When you could have took that day off and been like, you know what? I needed that. So you know what? I love y'all. God love y'all more. And just know God is your source. If you're doing right, God going to take care of his children. You don't have to be scared to take a day off. If you know, for the most part, I go to work, and this ain't no normal practice, take your day off for your mental sake. You've been doing good so far. 95% you good, but this 5%, hey, I take a day off every blue moon for my mental sake, because that job is very stressful. Okay? It's for the people that work, that know about stressful jobs, all right? So I love y'all, and God love y'all more, and know one thing. I appreciate you for the view.